This is the basics of writing a literary analysis. First things first. No summary. This is not a book report. This is a literary analysis. Summary in the body of in the body paragraph is not enough. Minimal amounts of summary, mostly analysis. What is analysis? Anyone? Please. What is analysis?
It's like your thoughts and ideas on something.
Ah, thoughts and ideas on something. What thing?
On a piece of information or subject.
Ah, ideas, topics, themes. Very good, thank you. Why is it important? What is this story really about? That's what analysis is. Second, what voice should we use in literary analysis? Third, mostly. What is third person? He, she, it, they. Now, if you wish to say something general about the human race or the human condition or people in general, you say we. We are greedy for power. That was one of the topics that you guys chose. People want power. We want to grab power. In the story, Osiris and Set tries to grab power. He, she, it, they, we. Tense. Verb tense. What verb tense is used in literary analysis, please?
The past tense.
Present
Incorrect.
tense. Present tense.
Present. Thank you. Ashwin, multitasking. The present tense. In English, we always use the present tense about a story. Literature is always alive. I love that. We always use the present tense. So, Ra says to Nu, notice the verb tense in there. Says, does, is. Not the past tense. Teddy, I like to throw things at people who fall asleep in my class, just before one. Keep it focused. Speaking of verb tense, when you use a quotation, and you must use a quotation, I'll ask you to preface a quotation. In my notes sometimes, but in general, on the literary structure it says preface quotations. What does that mean?
To build up to it before you use the quote.
Yeah, so first we discuss the topic, but once we are prepared to use a quotation, we need to say something to the effect of, he says, notice the present tense, comma, let me space this out a little bit better, space, quote, whatever they say. So, if I ever mark preface quotation, that's what it means. Now, what if it's something that the narrator says? What should we use? What could we say? All right. The narrator says, something. like that. That is the easiest way to preface a quotation. It helps the flow of your paper to have that preface in there. Now, the parenthetical, the in-text citation. Let's say something, 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 Ra. Whatever. Where does the period go here?
Inside the quotation.
Incorrect.
After the parentheses.
Incorrect.
After the parentheses.
After the parentheses. The period goes here. The parentheses are actually part of the sentence in MLA format. Other formats are different. MLA format is what you use in this class and every other class at IMG Academy. Outside. So, end quote, begin parenthetical, in-text citation, end, period. Yes, sir.
What if there's a period in the quote?
What if there is a period in the quote? Still goes out here.
So you take out the period?
Yeah, you take the period out of the text and put it at the end. Now, what if there's a quotation? What if there's a question mark? Where does that go?
Inside.
Inside. Ra. Exclamation point. Or question mark goes inside.
And then nothing outside.
Nothing outside, just the parentheses.
And then you would start the next sentence.
Then you would start the next sentence. Now, let's talk about what goes inside those parentheses. So, if we are dealing with multiple sources, what must we include here?
Would it be the author?
Author first. So let's take Mackenzie for an example. Mackenzie. What is the next thing?
Page.
Right. Do we put P? Do we put PG?
No.
No, you just put the
Nope.
number.
Just the number. And if it is indeed not a question or an exclamatory, and parentheses, period. That's it. Now, Mr. Russo, I used some stuff from digital archives and summaries online. It told me a little bit about the Book of the Dead. How would I reference a website, a web page with no author? Title. Title of the page, let's say, I think I saw a couple people had something to the effect of Osiris and Seth. Set. On some sort of website. There are no page numbers on websites unless there are specifically certain page numbers. So, if you're taking from one of the summaries or some sort of online encyclopedia like Wikipedia, which officially I don't endorse, it's just Osiris and Set. Like that. Let me ask you guys, what is the way that we denote a book title either in the story or in the works cited page? Italics. So, book title or web page title. Italics. What are question marks reserved for the titles of? Not question. Quotation marks. There we go. Quotation marks. What do we use those for?
Title of article.
Title of an article. Yes, like I just showed up here. What else? Short stories, poems, articles, music, song title, although an album would also be italics. These are common things that we need to remember when we are doing literary analysis. Thank you. Cut.